Alright. How about now? Yes, sir. Alright, what the fresh heck's going on here, ladies and gents? I'm Divik. Welcome back to Five Nights at Freddy's, actually. We're not playing FNAF 3 today because I don't want to. I really don't want to. I don't want to play at all, if I'm honest. But let's talk about the series as a whole, okay? So I've played 3 of the, like, what, 7 games, I think it is? 7, 8 games now? But I have viewed at least, well, all of them. And we're not talking about FNAF World, because that's more cutesy and adorable rather than actual outright horror. Though I will say there are horror elements in it, at the very least. But it's not necessarily a horror game, so... Which of the FNAF games is the scariest? Now, I've played, like I said, I've played 3 of them. I've played 3 of them, and I have beaten 2 of them, technically. And I'm currently on the 3rd game, and I gotta say, though, it's not fun. Yeah, it's not fun. It's okay. Now, the first one, honestly, though, if you just take a step back and you look at all the games, you realize the first one. Now, here's my list: FNAF 1, FNAF 4, and FNAF 6, and I'm gonna say VR. Now, 3 is an honorable mention for sure, and FNAF 2 is just panic, if anything. Well, I wouldn't say it's outright scary. Now, if you were to take a step back, you realize that this game here, the first game, is just scary for the simple fact of atmosphere. You're thrown right in, you have no idea what the piss is going on, and literally you're just thrown right into the action. And like the first couple times you interact directly with these animatronics, you know, you get the shock noise, and you close the door and you look at them and she is staring at you through the doorway. It's creepy. It's just unnerving, and then you get that first jump scare, like the first ever Foxy jump scare, which thankfully I never ran into. The first ever Foxy jump scare always gets you. Every time. The first Freddy jump scare is going to get you every time. The first jump scare from any of these characters is going to get you badly. Let's be honest. We all got scared as crap when Golden Freddy popped up for the first time. Like, my first experience with Golden Freddy, actually, any of these characters, was through a Markiplier's Let's Play a long time ago when this game first came out, and he started to play it. You know, and I know that entire opening sequence by heart, and no, I'm not going to do it. No, I'm just sitting on the menu. This is literally a video that you just listened to. No, you're right, I won't. No, I'm just sitting on this menu just so I can have a visual and actually be looking at the characters. Like, that's the whole reason this is even up on my screen right now. But yeah, no, the first one always gets me, and the 4th one, I'm dreading it more than I'm not enjoying 3. I'm dreading the 4th one more so, because it's so see, here's the thing about FNAF 4. It's so meticulous. Like, it's so hard to play because you have to be dead quiet. You need to be listening. Listening is the most important part of the game. Now, mind you, I play... See, here's the thing. Obviously, you guys can't see me, so I have to explain it to you. I play with one headphone on. right? And I'm doing commentary. So the hardest thing about FNAF 4 is that you have to find that balance between being able to listen to the game and being able to hear yourself. Now, obviously, if I have both headphones on, it's going to be hard for me to hear myself. And I just did it right now, and I'm trying to hear myself, and it sounds extremely muffled. So your natural tendency is to want to talk louder, right? So then you can hear yourself. But at the same time, you need to be listening for the breathing and all the meticulous noises that take place during FNAF 4. So once you get that first jump scare, right, and the jump scare audio, the blah, I can't do it obviously, and plus my throat is half dry right now, so I wouldn't be able to do it even if I wanted to. That FNAF 4 jump scare noise, the blah, it's turned up louder, so the game is literally punishing you for not listening. Yeah, the nightmare animatronics breathe. They breathe. They're nightmares, right? So that's the most detailed thing about it, and it's literally, yeah, exactly. It's too real. It's terrifying. It's Uncanny Valley turned up to 11. And that's what makes FNAF 4 so scary to me. And plus, I remember, and this was on my old channel, I probably would have deleted these videos anyway, even if I still had it. But I played the mobile version of these games. Now, it was an interesting, because I didn't know how to screen record, and my iPad doesn't have screen recording, so I would literally I would be streaming on my computer, back when it worked, and I would have my computer facing the screen. Either that, or I had like an over-the-shoulder cam, so like you could see me like pressing the buttons, but you can actually see the screen. I got jump scared by Bonnie, and I literally chucked my I literally just yeeted my iPad across the room because I got scared. And that was probably I went back and watched it later before I deleted those videos because cringe, and that was funny. Oh my gosh, watching it. See, sometimes you hate watching yourself be scared, but honestly, with these streams, I'm having a lot of fun watching them back. Yeah, that was funny. That was probably the funniest experience with FNAF 4. Now, 6 is interesting because I think I said 6. 6 is interesting because it is a return to, I don't have the footage. It is a return to form after Sister Location and doing the different things, which I gotta admit, Sister Location is probably gonna be more fun for me because you're doing different things each night. Now, I am dreading that night where you're in the spring lock suit and you gotta do all the ticking and whatnot. Like, Sister Location and FNAF 2 are honorable mentions in that they're not necessarily scary. FNAF 2 is more panic-inducing, and then Sister Location has moments where it's terrifying, but really it's less so. But FNAF 6 is a return to form, and there's actually a whole video on YouTube. I forget the username, but they talked about FNAF 1 and 6 and how they are the scariest games. And I agree with pretty much everything that was said in that video. And FNAF 1 and 6, they have one thing in common, right? Is that you have things that are trying to kill you on the left and right side. And I don't know why I'm putting my arms up while I'm talking about this. There's on the left and on the right. And on FNAF 6, you have the flashlight. And on FNAF 1, you have the light, right? So FNAF 6 is also a lot like FNAF 4. FNAF 6 is a pizza simulator. This is the first game that you're looking at right now. And you know it's the first game because you see 4 animatronics, and it's only the 4. FNAF 6 is interesting because it's a lot like this game. And noise literally makes it so much worse because you have to listen. See, 6 is a culmination of the best elements of the first 5 games, with the exception of maybe Sister Location. Because Sister Location, you're doing different things each night. FNAF 6, you're doing the same thing every night. It's just getting progressively harder, and you get more and more robots to worry about as the nights go on. So that's kind of the scary part, and you definitely don't want to get the ads, because the ads make noise, and noise blocks you from hearing the animatronics, which then makes your run all the more difficult. And the scary thing about 6 is that you have to complete the tasks, and you have to do them to completion, all the while watching out and listening for the robots coming in on the left and right. So that's what makes that game so creepy and just unnerving. And then Ultimate Custom Night is just fear, torture, and panic all conjoined into one big thing. Now, I wouldn't necessarily say Ultimate Custom Night is scary in the traditional sense, so much as it is just unnerving to play. Now, that game was made with impossibility in mind and literally just you being absolutely insane trying to play it. And that game was made to be hard to beat on purpose. That's the whole point of Ultimate Custom Night, and it's combining pretty much all the elements of every game ever with the animatronics themselves, and then each one having similar or unique mechanics, all for, well, all 50 of them, 50 plus. I'd say, like, I think it's actually 55 animatronics. Well, the other 5 are not active in the traditional sense, but there is a character that you have no control over that will then activate some of those characters. Now, there are some hidden gems in Ultimate Custom Nights. Ultimate Custom Night UCN. Like, Fredberry is there, right? And you see him, the only way to trigger him is a series of very specific things. But overall, I would say FNAF 1, FNAF 4, FNAF 6, with... Oh, and VR. I forgot about VR. Oh my gosh. Now, it's interesting. I have not played VR itself, but I've watched enough gameplay to know that it is creepy, because it takes all the games, and it physically puts you in the environment. And special shout for VR FNAF 3 edition, because you can, if you look to your right, because there's a vent right there to your right. If you look to your right, you look to your right and down, there's a vent right there, and you can see Springtrap crawling into your office. And that to me is just a big old ball of nope. It's just nope. It's just no. Like, that's a big ball of nope for me. And literally the first one too, and special shout to FNAF 1 VR edition too, because again, you can physically look and see the characters moving around. Like, you can see Bonnie walking down the hall. You can see Chica coming around that corner. You can see Freddy coming. Like, and you can see, if you look down the hall, you can see Foxy sprinting towards you. So it's literally, I love it, but I hate it. And plus, I don't have a VR headset, so don't ask. And I don't plan on getting one either. So, no. Those things are expensive. No thanks. But, yeah, no, VR is a special kind of scary. Now, that I'm kind of glad there's no FNAF 6. And plus, and then you realize, lore-wise, why would there be a FNAF 6 in there? It's only going to be the first 5. But FNAF 6 was literally just like an off-handed, like, off to the side type thing, anyway. So I wouldn't even call it a FNAF VR thing that you could really do. Now, VR itself has its own story, has its own merits, has its own lore. You know, with this whole with Vanessa and then Malhair, Glitchtrap, whatever you want to call him, and then the Jeremy character makes a return for some reason. There were some theories, I believe, that this is the same Jerry that got his head bitten off, like FNAF 2. So it's like, okay, that guy's still alive somehow, which, okay, I guess you could theoretically, you could actually survive without your frontal lobe, I guess. I mean, if you get a Switch, you can play Just Dance and stuff if you're into that. So I mean, there's a lot of games to play, and plus Ark is also on Switch. I mean, it has gotten an update in I think it just got an update recently, and I'm straight with just the variant I have. So you know, it's all good. So I thought about taking I thought about going in and actually seeing about making the FNAF 1 location in ARG. I might actually do that, just for the lulz. Find a flat spot. Actually, you know what? I know plenty of spots I can build something like that. Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, you can get the proper S+. You'll love to see it. But yeah, no. FNAF series overall, it's a good series of games. The gameplay is interesting. It's unique. Each one is unique in its execution. Now, just because a game did not make my top list does not mean it's just not scary. Okay, I picked 4 of them that are proper FNAF games. Now, FNAF 1 to 6, and I guess VR, and I guess you can also say AR, which I played a little bit. I wasn't a fan, honestly. I mean, I played a couple rounds, quote unquote, and I was like, okay, this is not for me. So that's why I didn't really talk about AR too much. But I want to know what's your list? What's your top 4 or top 5? With number 5 being the least scary to you, and number 1 being the most terrifying. You know, leave a comment after the stream goes up, because I want to read comments, because the comments are gonna disappear. So let me know in the comment section which game is what your list is, and yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it for today. I think. Yeah, it was just a quick little discussion video, have a little bit of fun, relax time before we jump back into it. And by the way, after this coming up Saturday, I have plans. And I just bought a game today, actually, that I'm going to bring to the channel next Saturday. So, or at some point. No. No. Get me 500 subscribers and then we'll talk. No, but, I mean, I've done a fit. Or, about 500 subscribers and I will reveal my physical form. How about that? Not my face. I'm not revealing my face, but my physical form. Because I'm going to keep my face obscured. Probably wear some glasses. Wear a hoodie, some glasses, and like a freaking mask. So you can't actually see my face. Oh, that'd be cheeky. But anyways, yeah, that's going to do it for today. I actually got a couple things to take care of before I end up going to work later. So, yeah, I'm going to end it here. If you guys did enjoy, then you know what to do already. And comment below your top 5 scariest FNAF games. And you don't have to say why, because I don't want to read an essay in the comment section or anything. But I mean, if you want to do that, then by all means, I do read all of my comments. I work in a pizzeria, ironically. But, yeah, I'll be seeing you guys next time.